Speaking of Florida State, Miami, I've already talked about. I think NC State is that surprise team that goes to the playoffs. I think they'll go undefeated. The question is, will Florida State beat Miami again in 2022? Not very likely. Look, and even though I've said Miami's not going to be an elite team in this year, in year one under Mario Cristobal, this man can recruit. He's a good coach, and he has a better team overall to work with than FSU does right now. When these guys played in 2021, even on paper, I made a video about how I think Miami was the better team. And even if they played right now off of straight up players and talent, Miami would probably win a hard fought game, you know. Um, but I did also talk about the turnovers, the true freshman mistakes, the things that would go right for Florida State and Tallahassee. The thing is, this game's going to be in Miami in 2022, this year. Miami's probably going to be a top 15, top 20 team at the very least. And then if it's possible Florida State beats them, but I don't think it's likely. I mean, think about it. Mario Cristobal is not Manny Diaz. He's a winning coach. He's won a Rose Bowl. He's done some great things in his career. He recruited really good with Oregon. So he's going to do about the same, if not better, with Miami. The thing is, Oregon doesn't exactly have an easy schedule. Miami has a pretty decent schedule to work with. I think North Carolina and Texas A&M are going to be the tougher games, including Florida State on their schedule. But as far as talent, as far as coaching, as far as the experience and home field advantage, all that goes in favor of Miami. And the thing is, I don't think they're going to beat Florida State like they did 2 years ago during the first year of COVID, when it was 52-10 or something like that. But I do think they have the better team. I just don't see Florida State pulling off another win. And think about it, Tyler Van Dyke's going to be a sophomore, so most likely he's going to get a lot better. He's going to handle himself better in those rivalry games and in certain situations. And even though I think Florida State will be a much improved team compared to last year, they're not a Clemson. They're not going to be an Ohio State or Georgia right now. They're still working towards being a winning team, which they will be next year. But and the fact that Miami is looking to get big wins, and I think with Mario Cristobal, they're going to follow that philosophy of being a winner, a successful team very soon. I think they'll have to make an example out of FSU and beat them in a hard-fought game at home. It won't be close like this past year, but it's not going to be a blowout. I think you'd see Miami win by at least 2 touchdowns or less, maybe 10 points, something like that. I think they'll be the team that makes the least mistakes at home. I think as far as penalties, drop passes, I think turnovers will be less likely for Miami this year. I think that offensive line will keep them from going undefeated and keep them from beating a team like NC State, who I think is the more complete team. But they have pieces that can still get them past teams like FSU, a team who's rebuilding. Not great yet, but decent. They're a respectable team. But I do think Miami will beat FSU and get revenge in 2022 just for those reasons alone.